I'm not gonna lie to you guys, September might have been the worst month for new movie releases of the entire year, but I still watched 9 new movies released in September, so here they all are ranked from worst to best. In dead last place is A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, a new kind of rom-com movie starring Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, two actors I really love. But I'm sorry, these two have absolutely zero chemistry together. The movie's trying so hard to be this like whimsical, feel-good romance adventure, and it just falls completely flat. I was so bored for like 99% of the runtime in this film. Like I said, besides Colin Farrell giving a pretty good performance, absolute waste of time. And number 8 is Him, the new football horror movie, which is still a bad film, but at least it was trying to do something interesting. Basically just follow this football player that goes away for 1 week to go train, and he finds out that he's in way over his head. Kind of nothing again happens for most of this movie that's really that interesting, and then it gets to the end and it just goes absolutely insane. It's in the least subtle way possible about like, oh, sacrificing everything to become the best player, and how people are going to take advantage of you, and how this industry works and the real evils of it. The idea was interesting, it's just not executed well. Evan, All of You, a new romance movie on Apple TV Plus. That's another miss for the most part. It's kind of like this loose sci-fi film because it takes place in a world where everybody can pretty much get this test done and it matches you to your soulmate immediately, but there's a few people out there that don't want to do the test and find their soulmate. They want to find love the old-fashioned way. So the premise kind of hooked me. I was like, oh, we're going for kind of like an Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind situation here, but no, it kind of completely abandons the sci-fi elements after like the first 10 minutes, and this is just your regular like romance movie. Number 6 is Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Now you might be wondering, have I ever watched a single episode of the TV show? No. But I had family that wanted to go and I went along, and surprisingly I did not hate this. That old rich white people drama kind of goes crazy. And number 5, I have Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest starring Denzel Washington. It's about this music executive who gets wrapped up in this whole like kidnapping scheme and everything, and honestly I had no idea that's what this movie was about. I was kind of hoping it would be more focused on the music industry itself. The movie's definitely not perfect. It's very goofy at moments, but Denzel Washington's incredible in this film. It's a really fun time, plus some great A$AP Rocky music came from this, so I'll take it. Number 4, I know it's technically not a movie, but Marvel Zombies. It's 4 30-minute long episodes and it was originally created as a film, so I'm counting it. First 2 episodes, or the first half if you want to refer to it like that, are pretty weak in my opinion, but the last 2 are really crazy. Like I said, the overall story is not great, but it delivers on the hype moments and aura. You get some really cool fight scenes like zombie Thanos versus Spider-Man and Black Panther. You get to hear Elizabeth Olsen voicing Wanda. Her whole storyline being like the Queen of the Dead is a really cool one in this series, and I really hope we get a season 2. Third is The Long Walk, a movie based on a Stephen King novel. It takes place in a very dystopian America where there's this one competition that you can enter, and you have to do this long walk, hundreds of miles long, days on end without stopping, and the one winner at the end gets to pick anything they want as their prize. This is one of the most grim, dark, and bleak movies of the entire year for the most part. Like, this thing is really depressing, brutal all throughout. But it's done incredibly well. David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman, the two leads in this, are really great, and you get some fun Mark Hamill just being the most evil guy imaginable in this. 2, I'm going with Demon Slayer, The Infinity Castle Part 1. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of the show at all. I don't really care for a lot of it. The story is just super mediocre in my opinion, but seeing the incredible animation, visuals, and fight scenes on the big screen does just hit different. I also do think the backstories are really important and incredible in this movie, especially the last one we see in the film. It's super important for who these characters are, but the way they're put into the fight scenes make the pacing feel really awkward and choppy at times. Like, you literally have like 2 minutes of a fight, backstory for like 20 minutes, a little bit more fighting, another backstory, and it kind of feels all over the place, but otherwise just a very fun time. And it was really close between these number 1 and 2, but at number 1 I'm going to go with One Battle After Another, and the reason I'm giving it the nod is because even though both these films are over 2.5 hours long, I think this one is paced way better. It moves so quickly. I do have some problems with this movie. I don't think it's one of the best of the decade or generation or anything like that, like a lot of people are saying, but you get a lot of really incredible performances in this movie from really everyone in the cast. I really had a ton of thoughts about this movie. If you want to see all my pros and cons of this film and everything else I mentioned in the list, click the playlist above me right now and you can see all my full-length movie reviews for all of these. Let me know your ranking of any new movies or TV shows you watch in September in the comments below. Thanks for watching.